Yo. So, this might be a lengthy video because I haven't quite figured it out myself yet to put it into words. But I'm onto it. Now, over the last, over the last 6 months, I've been in a depression, right? And I don't like, it feels weird saying that because it's like, what have I got to be depressed about when everyone else is going through this and there's parts of the world that are going through that? But struggle is very, very subjective and very, very real, or it likes to make it think it is. And that's what I've come to realize. I've managed to get myself, or I'm still getting myself, out of this depression. And I say still getting because there are days when I wake up and it gets me. It tricks me. It's like, oh, it's real again. And what I've come to establish in my own journey, and again, this might not be comfortable to hear, and it might not be the right thing for you to hear right now. So please just understand this is my experience and it's subjective to how I'm seeing reality, right? So I'm not telling you how to live reality. That's the main thing. But what I've noticed is depression and negative thoughts are like infiltrators in the mind. We don't want them there. We know we don't want them there. And they don't belong there. But the way that they take up residence in our mind is they trick us into thinking they belong there. So we get a negative thought like a worry, for example, about maybe money or about your job or about your relationship or about your body or about whatever. It's a thought. It begins as a thought. And then we start, it's an infiltrator. And there it is. And then we either get a chance to catch it and realize that it is just an infiltrator and it's an intruder, or we buy into the thought, and then the thought allows itself to be planted, and then it becomes like a mindset, and then it becomes a mood, and then we start to feel depressed because we're thinking depressed thoughts and worries and things. So the way that and again, just like building a body, you don't go and do one rep in the gym and you get muscle. You go into the gym and you do multiple sets of multiple reps for multiple weeks and multiple years until you get where you want to be. And it's the same with depression. To get out of a depression, you first have to realize you're in one. You first have to realize that it's got you. Bollocks, it's got me again. And then you might have a little giggle. It might feel a little bit lighter. You might accept it. It's like, oh, okay. Now your worries are still there and the reality is still real. You might be lacking money. You might, whatever. Like, there is some shit going on. Don't get me wrong. But once you catch the negative thought and you realize it's infiltrated your mind, you then get a chance to let go of the reaction to it, the reaction how you're feeling to it. So there are things in my life that aren't going as I wish them to be right now. So be it. But I'm going to work on them. And for too long, I've been worrying about them rather than working on them. So it come in the worry about my career, the worry about finances, the worry about where I'm living, all of these things, and then I'll buy into that and I'll start to feel sorry for myself. I'll start to feel depressed and hopeless and all the rest of it. I don't even like saying those words or thinking about those things. Rather than thinking, okay, how can I solve it? How can I feel positive? How can I make a positive out of this? How can I get myself out of this? So initially, getting out of depression is catching the negative thoughts. You have to catch the negative thoughts. Once you catch them, you've then got the choice of whether you buy into them, whether you solve them, or whether you just let go of them. Just let go of them, accept them as they are and let go. Once you start doing that, you start to realize how often you fall into this kind of pattern of negative thoughts, of these intrusive thoughts that don't belong in your head. And the more that you become aware, the better you get at letting go of them, and the more you allow space for positive thoughts. Now, once you've got good at that, once you've got that level of catching them, and you've created space to just be as you are, then you can make space to think positively. So then you begin to introduce positive thoughts, because positive thoughts need to be invited in, whereas negative thoughts kind of just come in on their own accord. So then you have to start inviting positive thoughts in, like, what am I excited about? What do I really enjoy? What do I appreciate? What do I love? It could be small things like a cup of coffee. It could be like, I'm looking forward to the chippy at the weekend. And then you can start thinking bigger, like, is there anything I'm excited for my future? Where would I like my future to be? And then you start introducing more positive thoughts. Who would I really like to love? How would I want my relationships to be? Where do I want to improve? Now, these thoughts are positive and you're inviting these in, but you can't invite these in if your head is full of intruders. So yeah, that's as far as I've got with it. It might not be helpful to you right now. It might be. You might have found some value in some of it. Some of it might just sink into your subconscious and work on its own. But all I wish is I wish you all the love, and I genuinely mean that. And I wish you all the positivity, and I wish that whatever your circumstances are right now, that they get better, and that you start to feel better. I wish that for you. Peace, love, positivity, baby.